Okay, so today's podcast, TikTok Live, YouTube video over here, YouTube video, TikTok Live over here. I decided that today I was going to try and thank you. I don't think so, but thank you. So I can't think. I decided that I was going to try and do live questions today and see how well that went. So I have a TikTok Live going over here, and I got a YouTube video going over there for the podcast later tonight. All right, we're all So when I'm looking here, I'm talking to YouTube. When I'm looking here, I'm talking to whatever comments are over there. All right. So today, we're going to cover the topic of on the podcast, the New Dawn podcast. We're going to talk about the topic of my future, things that I want to do, my content as a content creator, how those things are going to change. So feel free to ask questions about any of those subjects, or if there's anything that you want to know, feel free to ask. So we're clear. So I have a couple things written down for each because I didn't know how well this was going to go. And I can talk about each of those things for a little while. So that's the deal. So we'll talk about things I want to do first in the future. So let's say COVID finishes. First off, I want to return back to work, to my last job. That would give me a source of income, which would be nice to have again. I want to start my own family, not right after COVID finishes, like a couple of years after COVID finishes, probably. Get more friends. That is something that I want to do, is I want to get more friends again. I'm still getting used to looking here, seeing me, and in the peripheral, I can I can see what is going on. It's kind of funny. So yeah, that's kind of the family, friends, start going back out, start being social again. I kind of want to start doing those things post-COVID. Star Wars stuff that I want to do in the future. There's a whole bunch of things that this covers. Video games that I would like to see, games that I'm excited for, games that I'm iffy about, some news for some games. So we've been hearing a lot of theories recently about Lego Star Wars in the past few days since I last talked about it. So I believe last time I touched up on the topic of Lego Star Wars. I talked about how I had seen a video on my YouTube feed, and on the YouTube feed, I ended up watching it, right? It was about a minute long, and it was talking about how GameStop had set it to May 31st. And the reason why I said that wasn't the case is because Best Buy, where I believe I got my game from, said that, I don't remember where I got mine from, but I pre-ordered it, and it said it was supposed to ship on December 31st. Now, of course, that was just a placeholder date. We don't know for sure when it's coming out. So I am very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see what happens. I'm very excited to play it. People are theorizing now, since the last time I talked about it, there are two major gaming events, I guess you could say, near the end of this month. Pretty sure? Yeah, it's like the end of this month. And it's like some future of gaming showcase or something like that. I forget what exactly it's called. They're showcasing a bunch of new games, and supposedly Warner Brothers is going to be announcing a game. There's supposedly, like, I forget the exact numbers, but there's like 40 or 50 games being announced, and like 30 companies are announcing the games, I think. Now I could be wrong on that, but there's Is it 2 events? There's 2 events near, it's like on the 25th and the 28th, I think. There's like 2 events where Lego Star Wars could potentially be announced. Hello. If I say hello, it's because somebody in the chat over here said it. YouTube, just so you know. TikTok Live, remember? TikTok Live, YouTube. You both know each other, probably. Yeah, so Lego Star Wars, right? I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to hear about it. People keep saying they need to do marketing for at least 2 months, but honestly, we've all been waiting 6 months. Several of us have pre-ordered it already. I don't really think they need to do a whole lot of marketing. All they needed to say is, yeah, it's a thing, and we're all like, yes, yes. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see it. Yeah, it should be fun. So the next thing I want to talk about, the future of Star Wars. Supposedly, there's a comic book. I have a video saved in my favorites, and I was going to duet it or stitch it. I haven't gotten around to it. So I'll talk about it real quick. What was I going to say? Talking about a comic book. So apparently they are making a comic book that is based off of the original, not sequel trilogy, but the original, what Rise of Skywalker was going to be. For me, it's like 5:30-ish, I think, as of recording this, as of doing the live. It's about 5:30. But the podcast isn't going to be uploaded until later. Yeah, just because I got a lot more stuff I need to do today, so I'm not going to sit down and wait for it. Apparently they're releasing a comic book about, I believe the movie was going to be called Duel of the Fates. The original, it's, well, on my camera, this camera, it's not really dark. It's just because this is a crappy camera. Anyways, what was I talking about? I keep getting distracted. Duel of the Fates comic book. I think it would be very interesting. No, I don't really think it'll change much, but it'll talk about more of the things that we wanted to see in Rise of Skywalker than what Rise of Skywalker gave us. It does sound amazing, and I'm very excited for it. Is there anything else Star Wars future related that I want to talk about? Any questions about it? About anything that we've talked about? Lego Star Wars, the Star Wars Hunters, don't know when that's coming out, but I'm kind of excited to hear more about it. I want to see more I want to see more gameplay of Star Wars Hunters before I make any final decisions on it. Yeah. I think that covers that topic. I have not been doing this for very long. I guess we could move on to content creator, my future as a content creator. So, as of right now, the plan is I'm going to be doing content creating podcasts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right now I'm going to be posting the podcast every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and continuing to do 20 videos a day on TikTok, and slowly start maybe moving away from TikTok to do more content elsewhere. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, and then I'm going to start doing a little more on Instagram Reels. I'm going to start doing more as I find more of my favorite videos. I think I will start sharing those over on Instagram Reels. I definitely have some favorites over the last couple of months of me being a content creator. So I think I might share some over to Instagram Reels. And for the meantime, I will just share my favorite stuff that I've recorded and stuff like that. Twitter, I don't really know about Twitter. Twitter's one of those things where it's like you can do as much as you want, but it's kind of like it's a bunch of text-based things, and it's like it is easier than most social medias, but I don't really know what to do with it. I know some people use it to announce their Twitch and whatever, but I don't have a big enough following on Twitter to do that, and I'm not going to plug my Twitter because I don't really care about it. So as a content creator, Twitter, probably not going to happen. Instagram, I'm going to start posting more reels. YouTube, I'm going to keep doing the podcast every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And on special occasion days, I think. Twitch, I'm going to keep doing every single day, especially with Fortnite, how I've been streaming that every single day. And I'm going to continue to stream Fortnite every single day until the end of the season. After the season ends, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue playing, although I was told today that they apparently do a Star Wars thing on May the 4th, so I might stream that, potentially. It depends on what day it is. I think it's on a Tuesday or a Wednesday this year or something like that. But the Bad Batch comes out that day. I know a lot of people don't think it's going to happen, but I'm still in hopes that they release Lego Star Wars on May the 4th. I think that would be a really cool thing. However, is it likely going to happen? Probably not. Like I said, the game itself does not really need all that much. The game itself does not need all that much marketing. They just had to announce it, and like I said earlier, we're all very excited about it. Several people have pre-ordered it. People will go to the stores to get it. I think this is one of the few games that could get away with little to no marketing and still have a really huge, like, everyone will want to go and get it. Everyone wants to go and get it. They haven't released it yet. People have pre-ordered it. They've bought the deluxe edition. I'm still in high hopes that it comes out on May the 4th. Honestly, that might be the day that Star Wars Hunters comes out, but it's probably a bad idea at the same time for two games to come out on the same day, both Star Wars related. Now, one, yes, is free to play, so anybody could get it and anybody can play it. So that's good for the people who couldn't afford Skywalker Saga if it was to come out that day. I'm very excited for it as well. I know me and my brother are going to be playing it. I'm going to play it in my off time. That's true. Me and my brother are going to play it. I'm going to stream it, and I'm going to play it in my off time as well. So I will be having three playthroughs going on at the same time, and none of them are going to be the same, because one of them I will be figuring out puzzles on my own. One of them I'll have my brother, who I'll probably make jokes with the entire time, and the one on my own I can play as any character that I want to and not feel criticized or watched or whatever. So yeah, I am very excited for it though. I just went off on a rant on accident, but that's fine because we need more time over there. So my content wise, yes, I will be streaming more games like that as they come out. When Star Wars Hunters come out, if I can figure out how to stream on my Switch, if I can do it straight from my console, I will. But the problem is I don't have a headset, so it would be very awkward. So yeah, for the rest of the week until the Fortnite season ends, I will be streaming that. And after the season ends, I'll probably stream it on May the 4th. And I'll continue doing the podcast, and I'll continue doing TikTok, and I'll start doing more on Reels. And as COVID lets up and things just slightly start going back to normal, like you can go out without a mask and not have to worry about getting sick and spreading it to everyone. I might start, like, my videos will not just be in my current recording space where I am right now. I'll start branching off to more places to go to and more outside video recording sessions, doing spinning videos at certain places at certain times of day, going back and showing my fast food orders, what I get from places. That's a series that I've always wanted to do. Yeah, that's my content. What I'm going to do is, so there's gonna be 5 days where I'm gonna stop posting on everything though, and when life starts to go back to normal and I start going back to work, I'm gonna take a week off from social media, and then I will come back with season 2 is my plan. So I'll take about 5 days off so I can get readjusted to going back to work and get used to that schedule. And I can, throughout the week, I will make mental notes and say, okay, this would be a good time to do a recording session and a posting session. And I'll be posting this many videos in a day. I can do Twitch streams on these days at this time, and I'll do the podcast on these days at this time. It won't be like quarantine content, right? It'll be by far different because I have a job that I would have to work around. So or had a job. I do not currently have a job. That's kind of the idea. Things are going to change. I'm going to take a week off once, probably after I get my second vaccine and it's like all good to go. I've sat there for 2 more weeks after my second vaccine. I think it's 2 weeks. And then I will take a week off as I go back to work. And I'll take a Monday through Friday off. And then that Saturday, I'll come back with season 2. And it'll be starting to branch off to more variety content, being able to go outside more, and things along those lines. Yeah, but I do think it'll be very important that I take that week off so I can get readjusted and say, okay, I can do Twitch at this time, record for these times, I'm posting this many times a day. And I was told earlier about this app called Stereo. Apparently it's live podcasts. I don't know. Working in America. I have no clue how they're working in America. I do know, so on the topic of vaccines, someone asked how they work, how they're working in America. Now I haven't got mine yet. My mom got hers the other day. I don't really know what the deal is. So far they went, medical people, very important people, officials, people working out in the field, stuff kind of like that. Then they did the elderly, which was like, I don't remember. I think it was like 65 or something like that plus first. And now they're doing 55 and up, but there's only a limited amount. So if you don't get it in your group, then you have to wait until the general public. Live podcast. Or just upload voice recordings. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. So these podcasts may move over to this app called Stereo. And it really just depends on if I want to continue uploading it here, because in which case then there wouldn't be a TikTok live going on with it. It would be Stereo and YouTube. So, and there would be the variations, right? I don't know how Stereo works. So maybe it would be an audio version on Stereo, and on YouTube it would be it would be a face cam video. And just a couple things I'm thinking about. I am very excited for the pandemic to be done, for things to go back to normal. I do intend on, I'm going to move this over, I've been off a little bit. Okay. So I am very excited for things to go back to normal. I kind of hope, my biggest hope right now is that Lego Star Wars and all these other games come out before I have to go back to work. Because once I go back to work, I'm going to have less free time, I guess. And I'll have less time to stream it, and I'll have to plan out things more carefully. So, yeah, that's kind of the current deal with that. This podcast might be a little short just because I'm running out, and I just wanted to test the whole TikTok live situation while recording a YouTube video. You'll have to go to the comments to let me know what you think. Was I interacting with TikTok too much? Was I YouTube too much? I don't know. But it's better. With the stereo app, I mean, I think I will. I know it's for podcasts, so I do think it would be better. So I think I might, maybe on Thursday, I'll have stereo set up instead of a TikTok live. I was just trying to find a use for both YouTube and TikTok live, since I never do a TikTok live anymore. And I used to do them all the time, and then nobody would watch, and then I was like, why am I even doing these? So, yeah, as a future content creator, I want to do more TikTok lives, but I don't really want to just do it if nobody's going to watch. That's the problem with doing live stuff. Like, I don't mind doing lives on Twitch streams, because even if nobody's watching, I can still just sit there and play games for several hours and be fine, because I'm just sitting there playing video games. But when it comes to TikTok lives and maybe even that stereo app, I think stereo would be above TikTok, because if nobody, like right now, if nobody was watching, there is somebody watching on TikTok. But if there was nobody watching on TikTok, there would be no point in me doing the TikTok live right now. Whereas on Twitch, at least I'm playing video games, and if I was to do a live on stereo, however that would work, at least I would be doing something productive, which would be for the podcast. So, that's the idea. Variety, my content. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Is there any questions that I would like to be asked before I start wrapping up my final thoughts for today? This was a little bit of a shorter one. I am sorry in advance. I just wanted to test out the TikTok live and see if that would be any better. See if having live questions would be better or not. What is my favorite lightsaber that I have? Do you mean fancy one or like my toy sabers? Because I guess I technically have 4 favorites. I have my Defender V1 from Age of Sabers off of Etsy. That was the first saber that I ever got. It is it's not my fanciest saber, but it is pretty nice. For about, I think it was like $100 or something like that. That and the Typhon. It's the really long hilt that I got from Crimson Dawn. That one's also one of my favorites. Then I have Qui-Gon's hilt from episode 1. Hasbro made it, and it's blue. I have that one. That one's my favorite. And then I have an Obi-Wan Kenobi from episodes 1 and 2. I think 1 and 2, episodes 1 and 2. And that one is also my favorite. I want to get a fancy Qui-Gon hilt. I don't know where to get it from yet. And I believe Crimson Dawn does an Obi-Wan Kenobi fancy style. But it's like $300, I think. Which is way out of my budget. And I know a couple places that sell the Qui-Gon one. It's just a matter of finding the right company, because I don't want to, get in touch with the wrong company and then have another Ultra Sabers on my hands. If you don't know, I don't like Ultra Sabers at all. They ripped me off. So I do not like Ultra Sabers. If somebody ever asks me what saber company I recommend, I will always say, if they ask me if Ultra Sabers is good, I will 100% of the time say, nope, don't trust them. Go to Crimson Dawn instead. You don't get to customize your saber as much, but well, you actually get your product when you go to places like Crimson Dawn. Now, I want to see, because they weren't really honest. They said things ship really quickly, and on their website there's a bunch of saber designs that I got mine. It's a Kyber RBG off of Amazon. What is that? What is the brand? Is it Kyber off of Amazon? I'll have to look at it. But I want to find a Qui-Gon hilt. So that might be a part of my future content, is the hunt for the fancy Qui-Gon hilt and the hunt for the Obi-Wan Kenobi hilt. As of right now, I trust Crimson Dawn the most, so I'll probably get my... It's a Kyber lightsaber. Okay, I'll have to look at that brand and see if they have Qui-Gon's hilt. But I want to get a Qui-Gon hilt at some point. Yeah, that's not a bad price. 120 euros. That's, I don't know how much that is in US money. Yeah, so I'm going to get Qui-Gon's hilt eventually, and I'm going to get Obi-Wan Kenobi's hilt from episode 3, and that should be fun. I'll probably make that a part of my future content, and doing the hunt for those fancy hilts. Maybe I'll start doing a cheapest saber around series. I think I covered everything I want to talk about. Is there any final thoughts? Any final things before I say peace? As we wait on TikTok Live. This one is a little short. I just wanted to do a test. If I stick to this format, I will do a little bit more preparation. That will be a huge difference that I do instead of what I did today. Because I started the live with me writing down some of my topics to talk about today, so I didn't get too distracted. I ended up getting distracted anyways, but hey, we almost got 30 minutes. Talked about my content and how it's going to be a variety of content on a variety of places. Talked about wanting to have a family in the future post-COVID, but like several years, getting friends post-COVID, going back out into public, going back to work, taking the week off, and then doing, I have no other brain cells left. I never have any brain cells. Post-COVID, right? So the week before I return to work, I'm going to take that week off from posting so I can have some time for myself, make sure I got everything ready before I need to return to work, and then we'll start season 2 of Gordy's content creation journey, which will vary from fast food places I like, what I get from fast food places, saber hunter, finding a girlfriend. Can I make content out of that? Some people do on TikTok. I could. I tried to, like a month or 2 ago. That didn't turn out too well, as you can see. Yeah, I think that covers everything. I definitely want to go and show people places around my town that I go to frequently. And then when I go on road trips, I'll make TikToks when I go on road trips. Because I always don't go on road trips with my family. Sometimes I just go on road trips on my own. Some people don't advise it. We believe in you. People believe in me more than I do. So, anyways, is that all? Season 2, content, going out, doing spinning videos, girlfriend, saber hunter. Oh yeah, it's still my golden year. If you don't know what your golden birthday is, it's when you turn the age of the date you were born. So some people it happens when they're really young, some people it happens when they're older. This is my current golden year. So I'm trying to still figure out how am I going to make this, the rest of this year, the best it can possibly be. And it just so happens that my brother's golden year and my golden year happened to line up over the last couple of months. So I'm 28. Oh, wow. I'm 23. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to make it a big deal, especially since I've been locked up for like 20th of March. Oh, that's so far away. Hello. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of how I want to celebrate it. Maybe I set like a certain goal, and once it's like safe to do so, maybe going on a trip and making content out of it. That's kind of what I'm thinking anyway, or something along those lines. I know I did say back when the elections were happening, I said if Nevada had voted Biden, that I would go visit Nevada. And since then, I've done so much more ideas on how I want to do a trip. I want to go to Nevada, and then there's a Star Wars store in Oregon that I want to go visit. There's one out in Texas, I think, that I want to go visit. I think there's one out in California. So I just want to do things like that, but I'm trying to figure out how exactly do I want to celebrate this golden year. I've played it once. I was at one of my old friend's house, and he was playing it, and he was going to go shower or something like that. So he was like, you want to try it? You can play a round or two. And I was like, okay. And I tried it, and it was all right. Supposedly it's getting ported over to the Switch, Apex Legends. So I think, do you have any favorite clothes? Well, I mean, like, that I've made, I have my 150th merch. I like that. Yeah, Battle Royales aren't really my type of game. Which is why I'm worried about Star Wars Hunters, is I want to know how it's going to play. Apex Legends, though. I think I might try it on Switch, and if I like it, then I might start streaming it. But I only played it like twice so far, so I don't have enough to say I like it and I hate it. I do like the gameplay. I'm just not that great at it. So there's that. But my favorite clothes, I tend to like to wear jeans year round. I don't think it's that creepy. I don't think anyway. I mean, it might be to some people, but it's not to me. I have a couple favorite sweatshirts for different reasons. Jeans. And then I like these kind of shirts. They're softer. They make good under clothes. So like if I go to work, I'll probably throw another shirt over a shirt like this. More than Fortnite. It's more casual friendly. Well, that's good to hear. I'll try it on Switch and see if I like it, or I might even, because I did download it on my Xbox, but then that and Warzone was taking up a bunch of space, so I deleted both of them so I could get other games streaming. So I might, I definitely think I will look into it and see if I like it or not, and I might start streaming it. And if I don't like it, then well, no harm, no foul. But I'll give it a fair chance, just like I gave Fortnite a chance. Just like I gave Warzone a chance. And not saying that I hate Warzone. Warzone was too intense. We can talk about Fortnite for a second. I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite. I know building is like a huge part of it. I can't keep up with the building. Not that great at it either. When I try and build, I just spam build to throw people off. Gameplay wise, The gunplay in it varies per console for me. Like I'm really good on Switch for some reason, but when it comes to Xbox, I struggle. So yeah, that's me in Fortnite. Is there anything else? I think that's good. Is there anything else we want to talk about? We talked about Apex, Fortnite. Talked briefly on Warzone. Covered all the topics I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's podcast. So I'll see you on Thursday because it's currently Tuesday. Yeah, bye.